The playbook. Number 51 McLaren Golf did not just launch a new equipment brand, it exposed the new model for winning attention in golf. The old playbook started with product, tour validation, and distribution. The new one starts with identity, culture, and belief, then makes the product prove the story. The old golf brand model asked players to trust the product before they cared about the brand. McLaren reversed the order. The playbook. Aishad. Brand breakdown. McLaren Golf just broke the old playbook. McLaren Golf did not launch a golf brand. It launched a warning shot at every traditional golf company still confusing product awareness with cultural relevance. That is the story. Not the irons, not the price, not the logo, not even Justin Rose. Those things matter, but they are not the real takeaway. The real takeaway is that McLaren walked into golf and immediately exposed the biggest shift in the sport's business. The old golf brand model is being flipped on its head. For decades, the playbook was simple: build the product, sign the player, get the logo on the bag, buy the ads, push the tech story, wait for the consumer to see it on TV, walk into a pro shop, ask a fitter about it, and maybe trust the brand because a tour player trusted it first. That model worked because attention was slower. The golf consumer had fewer discovery channels. Tour validation carried more weight. Green grass distribution mattered more. Equipment companies could build from product to proof to awareness because the customer had fewer places to look. But McLaren did not enter golf like a traditional equipment company. It entered like a cultural brand. That difference changes everything. McLaren already owns something most golf brands spend years trying to manufacture: a world, speed, precision, engineering, luxury, Formula One, papaya orange, race weekends, performance obsession, elite design, scarcity, a visual identity people recognize before a single spec sheet is released. That is the advantage. Most golf brands have to explain who they are. McLaren already has people leaning forward. The old model said, "We make great clubs. You should care about our brand." The new model says, "You already care about our world. Now here is how that world shows up in golf." That is the flip. This is why the McLaren Golf rollout matters beyond equipment. It is not just a new entrant trying to win market share. It is a signal that the next generation of golf brands will not be built by product alone. They will be built by belief, identity, and cultural gravity. The product still has to perform. Let's be very clear about that. You cannot storytelling your way out of bad golf equipment. The range eventually tells the truth. The scorecard is undefeated. If the irons do not work, the story collapses. But performance is no longer the ceiling. Performance is the floor. The ceiling is a belief. That is what McLaren understands. The Justin Rose partnership is the credibility layer. Rose is not some random billboard with a contract and a fresh staff bag. He has been an equipment free agent. He has tested everything. He has played at the highest level without needing to attach himself to a single manufacturer. So when he becomes the first global ambassador and investor, the story feels different. He is not just being used to sell the product, he is being used to validate the process. That distinction matters. Modern golfers are allergic to hollow endorsements. They can smell a lazy partnership from 2 fairways over. Give a golfer a launch monitor, one bad fitting, and a Golf WarX login, and suddenly he thinks he runs a private equity firm specializing in tungsten allocation. So McLaren needed more than a logo. It needed proof that its world could translate into golf performance. Rose gives them that bridge. But the bigger move was the rollout itself. McLaren did not quietly drop a product page and hope the industry noticed. It connected the launch to Miami, Formula One, Tour Golf, premium design, and a player who brings immediate credibility. That is not just a product release, that is an attention strategy, and this is where every golf founder, operator, and marketer should be paying attention. The new battle is not just for better products, it is for stronger worlds. This is why lifestyle brands are attracting attention from traditional incumbents. This is why Eastside Golf can show up in a Sprite commercial during the NBA Finals without feeling forced. This is why Malbon, Devereaux, Metalwood, Bad Birdie, Students, and a growing wave of culture-led brands can punch above their weight. They are not winning because every polo, hoodie, hat, or head cover is technically better. They are winning because people know what it means to wear them. That is the part old golf still struggles to understand. Traditional golf brands often ask customers to admire them. Modern golf brands invite customers to identify with them. That is a completely different game. A traditional brand says, "Look at our heritage." A modern brand says, Come be part of this. A traditional brand says, here is our technology. A modern brand says, here is the world this product belongs to. A traditional brand says, trust us because we have been here forever. A modern brand says, trust us because this feels like you. That is why McLaren's move is so interesting. It is not entering golf as an outsider begging for legitimacy. It is entering as a global performance brand with its own mythology, then using golf as the next expression of that mythology. That is powerful. It also creates a serious question for legacy golf brands. What do you actually own? Do you own attention? Do you own emotion? Do you own a community? Do you own a visual language? Do you own a point of view? Or do you own a product line that looks and sounds like everyone else's? Because that gap is about to get expensive. The golf industry loves to talk about innovation. Every year we get more speed, more forgiveness, more distance, more stability, more optimized launch, more premium materials, more better everything. At some point the words blur together. When every brand says it is engineered for performance, the brand with the clearest identity wins the first click. When every club promises better numbers, the brand with the strongest story earns the first conversation. When every company claims innovation, the brand with the most believable world gets remembered. That does not mean specs are dead. It means specs need a stage. McLaren brought the stage first. That is the operator lesson. Do not start with the product and hope people care. Start with the world. Start with the belief. Start with the point of view. Start with the emotional reason someone should pay attention before you ever ask them to buy. Then make the product prove the story. That is the new model, and it applies far beyond equipment. Courses need worlds. Training aids need worlds. Apps need worlds. Events need worlds. Coaches need worlds. Communities need worlds. Media brands need worlds. Even local golf leagues need worlds. The old playbook was built for distribution. The new playbook is built for belonging. That is why McLaren Golf feels like more than a launch. It feels like a preview of a golf industry in which outside brands bring fresh energy to the sport. A preview of a market where culture moves faster than tradition. A preview of what happens when a company does not wait for golf's old gatekeepers to hand it credibility. It creates its own. That is the real warning shot. The old golf brand model asked players to trust the product before they cared about the brand. McLaren reversed the order. It made people care first, then it handed them the club. This is the one. The angle is bigger, the lesson is clearer, and the ending finally lands with that save this line feeling. The playbook. Trending. The playbook. News. The third season of Stephen Curry's underrated Golf European Tour has opened at the Belfry, Sutton Coldfield, England, where leading junior players from across Europe competed in a 36-hole event. More Troon kicked off its 2026 Community Swing Series with the first of 23 community-focused events at Jackson Park Golf Course in Seattle. More. The playbook. Career grass clippings. Rolling Hills is hiring a head golf professional, and this is not your average golf shop role. Arizona's most unique golf experience needs someone who understands service, culture, operations, and the modern player. If you want to help shape where golf is headed, this one is worth a look. Apply. The playbook. Report stop prospecting. Start closing. Apollo is the AI revenue engine for teams that are done leaving pipeline on the table. 230M Plus verified contacts, automated outreach, and AI that does the busy work for you. More pipeline, less chaos. All in Apollo. Sign up for free impact report number 01 breaks down how fandom, data, and culture are shaping golf's 25B future. From sponsorship ROI to fan value, this quarterly deep dive gives operators and founders the edge they've been missing. Download. The playbook. Insider Jared Marquette brings the exact blend of curiosity, execution, and relationship building that moves the golf business forward. He understands that growth is not just about louder marketing, it is about trust, timing, and follow through. The best operators do not chase attention, they earn it, then compound it daily. Connect the playbook. Gift enter.